Spellforce épisode 2, on est là. Né, 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 né.
With Aelot Iskander executed for allying with your father during the Mage Wars, the Iskander lands have since fallen into anarchy. On your journey, you've met many travelers, sunken-cheeked figures who've told you stories about having lost their homes to...
No, no.
Yes? Yes? Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Now would you look at that?
No, 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 no.
Huh?
Old Audrey's son just came running into the village, telling everyone you made it. Is that true? Are the orcs dead?
They are. For now, at least.
For now. I don't like how that sounds, but I suppose you're right. The peaceful times are over. So, what are your plans now?
There's an ancient Shaper city nearby, and the dwarf knows a way inside. We're going there as soon as possible.
A Shaper city? Would you mind telling me what the Harbinger is hoping to find there?
Da, na, na, na.
A cure for the blood burn.
Huh. A lofty goal. Well, darling, I just hope you know what you're doing. As they say, some secrets are better left buried. Do you think you could come back once you're done there? There's something else I might need your help with. I have some, how shall I say, friends in high places. And something tells me that you'll need more allies soon.
What kind of friends in high places would a village mayor have?
Enough. Just trust me.
All right. I'll see what I can do. Then I guess we should go.
Guess you should. Goodbye. And good luck.
Thank you. Isgrim, where is that entrance?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it should be up north. I suggest you lead the way, Corporal.
Oh.
Yes?
Just give the word.
Oh.
Yes?
Ou ils vont les transformer en,
Was that just me, or?
The Song of the White.
en
Yes.
brûle-sang, mec.
There might be blood burn soon.
So, that was the song you were talking about?
Just trust me.
Sod it. Yes. I remember now. I've heard it before. Very faintly, though. I mistook you for the wind.
Many people do, I guess.
Ah, je sais pas quoi prendre en vrai. 40 PV. Elles sont pourries les récompenses, mec. Elles sont complètement flinguées. Que je suis obligé de passer devant les trolls. Je crois bien. Non.
This way, right? Well then, I think this should be it.
A chunk of rocks.
At the risk of blowing your mind, the most prominent feature of a hidden entrance usually is that it's hidden. We just need to find a way to open it. Alright, let's try this. Zaran Yege Yanor!
Brace yourselves.
Maybe you mispronounced the words.
Look, there might be a great many things you can do that I can't, but reading a text from a piece of paper isn't among them. I'm not stupid.
Well, but you did say you're not exactly an expert on Shaper language. Let us have a try.
Fine, whatever. Go ahead.
Xaran Yige Yanor.
You did it. By Nihal, you did it. We opened the door to the lost city.
Impressive.
Yes, impressive. For millennia, no one has ever opened that door.
A shapeshifter. I'm guessing you're here to avenge your brethren?
No. I'm simply intrigued by what you just did.
Un
To build
putain
an
d'orc
army
change
from
forme, mec.
pitchfork-wielding villagers and destroy the cowl of an orc tribe is one thing. But to open that door, that's an entirely different story. Look, I know this might sound odd from orc to human, but I might need someone with your skills. So, if you're interested, meet me at the foot of Barga Gore. I think we could help each other.
Hang on. Why would you want to help me after I killed your brethren?
They weren't my brethren. These orcs you killed were ash reavers. I'm a fire wielder, and they had it coming to them. Invading human territory was just foolish. I have no sympathy for them. Either way, consider my offer.
Oh, il se transforme en loup le bâtard.
Well, that was strange.
We'll think on this later.
Think on this? So you're actually considering his offer?
Maybe. The mayor wasn't so wrong about the fact that we might need allies. Now let's go in, shall we?
Sure. Lead the way.
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger, you cannot help but feel a vague sense of anticipation as you descend into the black
Le
tunnels.
chemin vers
For the
Moulandir.
first time in a very long time.
Ugh. Is it just me or does it smell rotten in here?
I'm afraid you're right. Even though the more pressing question should be, why are there lit candles in a place that hasn't been open for millennia?
But you're certain this is the path to Millendir?
Absolutely. Something lives down here. The only question is, what?
I guess we'll find out.
Blasted armor.
Got it.
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
What?
What
Strange
in the blazes was that?
I wouldn't know.
C'est un gobelin, mec. C'est un putain de gobelin.
By the... Ugh. I suppose we found the source of that smell.
Indeed. But who or what in the world did this? That way?
Cet hôtel primitif est ceint d'une signature magique ténébreuse de la nécromancie. Des glyphes de façonneurs difficilement lisibles, les gobelins les ont recouverts d'une pâte. Une pâte étrange. D'accord. Ils ont chié dessus, mec. Simplement.
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
Strange creatures, but made of flesh. God can what? Needs flesh.
They will fall.
Plan.
Ah, il fait mal hein, avec ses petits... sa petite baguette de feu là. On a failli se faire monter en l'air, mec. Non mais il me semblait que... J'avais un spell de soin. Avec elle. Restauration. Pourquoi je l'ai pas? Ah, parce que je peux en mettre que 3 en fait. Trait de lumière. Donc il faut que je le mette dans un autre groupe d'action. Ok. Genre là. Et là, je peux changer le groupe d'action. Alors je dois avoir la même chose pour le nain. Il a que 3 sorts lui de toute façon. Et mon rogue. Et ouais tu vois. Clac clac. En vrai faudrait que je mette démolir dans le groupe d'action 2. Pour péter les bâtiments. Infliger à la cible des dégâts augmentés. D'accord, si elle est stun. C'est quoi je vais mettre? Déchaînement de furie. Augmente la vitesse de déplacement, de lancement de sort et d'attaque. Attaque tranchante. Ça fait mal ça. Je pense que je vais mettre là-haut. Putain, j'hésite quand même avec ça là. 15 secondes de récupération, ça c'est 10 secondes. Je vais mettre le tourbilol. Et ensuite dans le groupe d'action 2, mais démolir et coup mortel. Down, down.
All right, why not?
On ramasse des têtes de troll ou quoi? La chair de gobelin mec, pour la bouffer.
Let's see.
Blazes, what is that thing?
Looks like a golem to me. Maybe the Shapers created it.
Huh.
Speak the words.
Is that my imagination, or did that thing just talk to me?
I'm afraid so.
You err. Speak the words.
Open.
You err.
Move.
You err.
Je l'attaque?
Are you certain this is a good idea? This thing looks rather robust.
Ouais, je pense qu'il va nous démonter mec. Passer le gardien de la porte. Pour en savoir plus sur les gobelins. On va visiter la grotte avant. Peut-être des trucs à... Un étrange totem. Les os sont inhabituellement tranchants. Ah, peut-être qu'ils nous plantent sur les piquets, mon gars.
Now would you look at that? Human. So we aren't the first to enter these tunnels.
But he's mummified. He might have been here for thousands of years.
Hibernian, maybe. It's hard to tell, but that might be tattoos on his forehead.
Ok, donc j'ai drop du stuff. Donc en armure, 35, 35, 10, 10. Pour elle, 10, 10, 10. Et 20 résistance au feu. Je pense que j'ai moins bien. Et pour le nain de jardin. Ah, lui carrément on peut pas, ok. Là j'ai pas assez de constitution, d'accord. Porter celle-là. Donc le prochain niveau je peux la prendre. Immunité contre les coups critiques. Ok, donc celui que j'ai est mieux. En armes. Que dalle. Pour elle. Des sacrés bâtons quand même là, mais... Il y a des sacrés bâtons. Magie blanche. Mais bon, elle porte des arcs en vrai. Ah, c'est quoi ce vent là? Ah, par contre l'arc là a l'air d'être mieux, 15-18. Donc cet arc est mieux pour elle. Alors pour lui j'ai une putain de hache là, mais... Clairon. Il est moins bien. Bon, en vrai c'est que de la daube là, tous ces drops. Ok, j'ai pas un item pour elle là. Orbe de feu, orbe de poison, potion de soin. Potion de concentration. Protection contre la magie blanche. Applique l'effet de 20 générations pendant 20 secondes. Vide de résurrection. Régénère une des charges de résurrection de votre héros. Vas-y, on va lui mettre ça si jamais elle claque. Ça, c'est les items de quête. Tout ça, c'est les documents de lecture. Ça, c'est les clés. Ok.
Yes.
That's the way.
Understood.
Non, c'est quoi ça? Champignons vénéneux. Plus 10 concentration l'amulette. Ça c'est peut-être bien pour elle. L'amulette aux armes de la guilde des créateurs a été conçue par une mage très talentueuse nommée Leina. On dit qu'elle créa cet artefact afin de l'aider à donner la priorité à la chasse la plus importante dans la vie d'un mage de guilde. La poursuite de la connaissance. L'amulette améliore la concentration magique de son porteur. Ça c'est bon pour elle.
Alright, why not?
Sure. Am I the only one who just saw that?
I'm afraid not. Must have been another goblin.
C'est le même gobelin, non?
A pretty damn big one.
On dirait bien le même gobelin.
Looks pretty narrow. I don't think we'll fit through there. So maybe... Wait, do you hear that? Grunting. Maybe the goblin built a workshop behind that wall. Let's see.
Déposer la chair de gobelin. Déposer de la viande et des champignons. Ah ouais, ça c'est une bonne idée ça.
Good. We best get some cover now. Let's see if this works.
On se cache où? Là. Ils vont venir. Ah ouais, je peux reculer assez loin, man. Champignon vénéneux, il va claquer, mec.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell fresh meat. I will eat you.
Tiens. Il a fait nous éclater quand même.
It's
Hein.
over.
Huh?
Now would you look at that?
Ah ouais, sa plush, elle dégomme, mec. Est-ce qu'il peut l'équiper, le nain? Augmente de 50% les dégâts infligés par les attaques automatiques contre les golems. Selon la légende, le destructeur de golems aurait appartenu à John Luxaterne, célèbre chasseur de monstres. Sachant que les armes magiques ne perdurent pas plusieurs siècles, cette théorie peut paraître absurde. Néanmoins, c'est une arme de choix pour les héros qui ont le courage d'affronter un golem. Ok. Ou peut-être que l'épée est mieux que la mienne là. On va voir. Arme à deux mains. Ah non, c'est la même. Exactement le même drop.
Yes?
Venir d'orque là, non?
Mm-hmm.
Cry right. God King too strong. God King too cruel.
He took mother, he took son. God King will eat until we all dead. No.
La voix des gobelins.
You not understand. God King need flesh, so God King can use power. And only power can protect from the dark beyond. Lie! All lies! You weak cowards, all of you! You... Wait, you smell?
You smell? Tu sens PD? Allez, bouclier. Oh, elle les a démontés, mec. Tranché, mon gars. Il y a du... Ah, il y a l'air d'avoir du drop. Talisman de flammes enveloppantes.
Interesting.
Tête de gobelin coupé. Objet de quête. Invoque une nova de feu qui inflige des dégâts à tous les ennemis autour de vous. Ben voilà. Bam. Et pour lui, on va lui mettre 8 de résurrection.
Got it. Understood. Now would you look at that?
Il faut que j'essaye de passer lui maintenant, je crois. Je n'ai pas le choix.
Let's see.
Speak the words. Speak the words.
Are you certain this is a good idea? This thing look...
LOL.
Huh?
I need help over here.
Elle est sérieuse elle là?
Yes?
Help! Please!
Ouais, c'est bon, il va nous... il va nous niquer notre race, mec. Ça sert à rien de faire le fifou.
Though your legs ache and your stomach burns with hunger, you cannot help but feel a vague sense of anticipation.
Putain, je sais pas c'est quoi le mot. Hein. Il est là, panneau. En forme ou quoi, mec? Speak the words.
Move. Move. Move.
Peut-être dans un bouquin que j'ai drop. Objet de quête, j'ai une clé. Tête de gobelin coupée. Fil métallique, journal d'un... La cité des façonneurs, ouais. Tu t'ennuies ou quoi? Il y a des jours comme ça, mec. Des journées sans fin, mon gars. Bah là, j'ai tapé des gobelins là dans dans cette grotte. Mais il faut que je trouve un moyen de passer le gardien là. Visiblement, je peux pas le démonter, tu vois. Donc il doit avoir un autre moyen.
That way?
Il doit avoir un autre moyen, mon gars. Ah? Allez, démonte-moi ça.
Interesting. You read my mind.
No, 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 stop! What is the meaning of this? Why you killing God King Scions? You. Ugh. You smell unclean. Filthy. Strange creatures you are.
Vous sentez le sale?
Where come from? Who are?
Cette voix de gobelin, mec. Vous sentez le sale. Répugnant, étrange créature, vous êtes doux. Qui êtes-vous?
We aren't your enemy. Your people attacked us first.
Yes, yes, Scions did attack you because Scions were scared. God King wants you no harm. God King is good person, protects people from the great evil in dark beyond. But to protect, God King needs power. And for power, needs scion flesh. Flesh is power. Raw and strong.
Vous dévorez vos propres sujets. De la puissance.
What is this power you were talking about?
Magic! Old magic. Learned from great-great-great-grandfather. Old God King. But to use, God King needs flesh. Fresh flesh of Scion on 13th day.
He might be talking about a primitive form of necromancy.
And it requires him to eat his people to use it.
Who knows? We all know how fond these priests of Nor are of their shady rituals.
Wait a moment. Did you just say that you eat your own people?
To protect! To protect from Dark Beyond! God King has to. If not, he will lose power.
So, what do you protect your people from? Monsters?
From horror, from pain. But strange flesh people would
Ils se
not
bouffent entre eux, mec.
understand. Strange flesh people have not seen it.
Seen what?
Horrors! Unspeakable evil, mist and fangs and darkness bred from Lost City. 14th day, it comes and takes scions, children, men, women, eats them, slaughters them. And only power can drive it back. And for power, God King needs flesh. Sad, sad cycle of pain.
Maybe he's talking about a spectral abomination, a kind of ghost. I've read about these in some writings on Shape of Ruins.
Or maybe he's just plain bonkers. I guess we won't be around long enough to find out.
What's a bonkers? God King does not like to be talked about like that.
Whatever, I'm more interested in this Dark Beyond.
Dark Beyond? But why?
We call it Molandir, and we are here to find it.
But you will die.
We don't have much of a choice. Can you help us get past this gate?
God King does not like, but God King understands. Yes, he will help, but you will help God King first.
Oh le bâtard.
What do you want?
It's simple. Group of treacherous scions tried to steal my
Ah, je les ai butés déjà, je
You
crois.
kill scions for God King. Bring him their flesh as proof. God King shows you way through door. Understood? God King will be here.
Were these rebels a small group in the southern parts of the caves? I think I killed them already.
You did? Show him. Show God King their flesh.
Sure. Here.
By the... Yes! Yes! Strange flesh people speak truth. It's them.
Je suis une machine de guerre, mec. Je les avais pré-tués déjà, mon gars.
You honest. You loyal. God King will answer your question.
Bon, je ramasse la chair, là. Il est où son Godkin, mec? C'est ça? Ah, il est là.
Interesting.
Yes? What do strange flesh people want?
So, you eat your own people?
To protect! To protect from Dark Beyond! God King has to. If not, he will lose power.
What do you protect your people from? Monsters?
Pouvoir de rogue, mec. Le pouvoir des ténèbres, mon gars.
But strange flesh people would not understand. Strange flesh people have not seen it.
Seen what? You're not making any sense.
Horrors! unspeakable evil, mist and fangs and darkness bred from Lost City. 14th day, it comes and takes scions, children, men, women, eats them, slaughters them.
Celui qui fait la voix du troll là, c'est GG mon gars.
And for power, God King needs flesh. Sad, sad cycle of pain.
Maybe he's talking about a spectral abomination, a kind of ghost. I've read about these in some writings on Shape of Ruins.
What's a bonkers? God King does not like to be talked about like that.
This is gruesome. Do you live down here?
Down here? God King does not understand. There is only here. Here and the dark beyond.
The dark beyond?
Yes, big city. Dark and cold. City of old gods. Evil place. Deadly place. God King protects scions from evil in dark beyond.
Wait a moment. You and your people, you've always been living in these tunnels?
Of course! Where else would God King's people live? Dark beyond is death.
Huh. His ancestors must have found a secret entrance into these caves centuries ago. That's the only logical explanation.
Anyway, it's time for you to keep your end of the bargain. How do we get through this door? What are the words?
Are strange flesh people certain? They will die.
Just tell us the words.
God King understands. The words are Kwalan Zugaruge. Speak words to stone men, and door will open.
Kwalan Zagar Ughe. Shaper language. Who would have guessed?
Understood. Farewell then.
Wait, you... God King has favor to ask. Favor may sound strange, but God King asks strange flesh people to listen.
What?
God King wants flesh from outside world. If strange flesh people find goblin flesh in dark beyond and outside world, can they bring it to God King? God King sad for eating own scions. God King needs other way to keep power.
That's, noble, I guess.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you. Strange flesh people.
Il veut que je lui ramène de la vraie viande, mon gars. Il en a marre de bouffer ses frères. Le dieu gobelin, là, il est magique, mon gars.
Will do.
Non, mais j'en avais pas de la chair.
Who is this? My strange flesh friends. Did they bring more meat? Good flesh, but not best. We'll feed power, but not for long. God King thanks.
Interesting that they speak our tongue, though. At one point or another, they must have had contact with the outside world.
You're right.
Ok, donc là, du coup...
You got it.
On va retourner voir le gob. Ah non, mais c'est pas là, c'est par là.
Sounds like a plan.
J'avais la caméra qui avait pivoté, mec. Le golem. Il est là.
Qualan Zagaruge.
Bien sûr, je peux passer, mec. Une machine
Let's
de
find
guerre,
out
mon gars.
who's guarding, shall we?
On va se faire saigner au premier, au premier contact.
Understood.
Ah non. C'est une porte.
Nihal's hammer. This is beautiful.
I won't argue with that.
Do you feel that? Wind. We're getting close to the exit.
Pénétrer dans la ville.
Many tales have been told about Mulandir, the lost city of the Shapers.
De
While some
nombreuses
scholars
légendes
go so far as
circulent
to
au
doubt
sujet
its
de
very
Mulandir.
existence. Others claim that it was a utopia, an unconquerable city in a valley of never-ending summer. However, they all agree on one thing. Whoever finds it will go down in history.
Bien que certains érudits aillent jusqu'à mettre en doute son existence même, d'autres affirment que c'était une ville de rêve, une cité impossible à conquérir, nichée dans une vallée à l'été permanent.
I agree.
Now, where can we find clues about the Bloodburn? Is Grim?
Did you say something?
Ouais, j'ai
I
15 000
said,
quêtes
where
qui
should
ont
we
pop
start
là.
searching for clues? We need to find out more about the song.
The song. Yes, of course. Do you think we could rest for a moment first, though? I'd like to take some sketches of this place.
Well, how about we go back to Everlight to get some charcoal first? It's not as if we're in a hurry.
You're mean.
All right. I guess you have a point. The only problem is, deciphering the Shaper tongue isn't an easy task. We can't just walk in here and expect to find the answers we're looking for.
Then what do you suggest?
I assume the Nexus would be the best place to start. The heart of the city.
The Nexus?
Long story. In short, it's every Shaper city's core. It's where they drew the energy for their constructions from, where they created their devices, and where they stored their knowledge.
All right then, let's go.
Ok.
What do
Alors
we need?
déjà, nous avons monté d'un niveau. Donc un point de compétence. Encouragement. Ouais, je te dis, hein, ça ressemble à... C'est un mix entre Warcraft et Age of Empire, tu vois, je dirais. Et c'est vrai que dans les dialogues... il y a pas mal de trucs de Baldur's Gate aussi. RPG, RTS, mec. Ça claque de ouf. Je sais pas quoi mettre, je sais pas si je up. Si je le fais moitié tank, moitié DPS. Ou alors ça là, commandement. Répare les bâtiments cibles en lui appliquant un effet de soin dans le temps. Si vous placez une aura dans un emplacement de compétence active, elle demeure active de manière permanente. Accorde à votre héros une aura qui augmente la régénération de la concentration jusqu'à 10 unités héros alliés autour de lui. Tu sais quoi, je vais le faire moitié tank, moitié... Ah attends, j'avais ça que j'avais pas. Ouais mais ça c'est pour les armes doubles. Une arme dans chaque main quoi. Elle, je lui mets quoi? Soigne les cibles dans une zone restreinte, elle leur applique l'effet purification. Inflige des dégâts, applique l'effet interruption à la cible. Protégé par un bouclier qui absorbe les dégâts. C'est quoi, je vais lui mettre le soin à toc. En plus, on peut le faire une fois tous les 10 secondes. Isgrim. Magie élémentaire, terraformation. Terraformation augmente toutes les résistances de 2. Il y a tellement de trucs, mec. Invulnérabilité, immunité totale contre tous les dégâts, c'est ouf ça. C'est quoi ce truc? Niveau suivant, bastion. Coût 27 points de compétence. Lol. Une minute de cooldown. Pendant 20 secondes, t'es invulnérable. Augmente tous les résistances de 2%. Crée dans la zone cible un champ de force temporaire qui applique l'effet blindage à toutes les unités alliées présentes dans la zone affectée. Ah, ça peut être pas mal ça. Hein. Augmente la puissance des sorts, étincelle ardente, boule de feu, pyromancie. C'est quoi, je vais prendre ça là. Ah attends, et ça c'était quoi? Ouais, ça on s'en fout ça. Oh, attends, raillerie? Provoque l'ennemi et lui applique les effets interruption et purge. Contraint d'attaquer le lanceur du sort. Genre ça cut. Purge, je sais plus c'est quoi. Je crois que ça lui enlève les... Ça lui vire ses buffs, je crois, un truc comme ça. Ça, je peux le stun. C'est quoi, je vais prendre le stun. Avec le coup de bouclier. Attends, je lui ai pas monté son... Alors, il me semble que là... Je peux mettre du stuff. Voilà, je peux porter une armure... Armure de plâtre renforcée. En arme, j'ai toujours la même à deux mains. Elle. Rien d'intéressant pour A. 15, 18, 12, 15. Quatre, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Et pour lui... Ok, il y a mon 4. Je pense qu'il a faim. Pour ça qu'il vient rôder dans la pièce, mec. T'as acheté le jeu ou quoi? J'ai pas vu l'annonce, mec. Watch Dogs 2. Ben merci. Merci Gamer 7 22 0E. Ok, donc le nain, je peux rien lui mettre. Quoi ce bruit? La dalle. Je vais lui donner à becter, mec. Je reviens.
So, Iskrim, how long have you been doing this?
Doing what?
Digging up bones, dusting off trinkets? I honestly always thought archaeology was just a hobby for the nobles with too much money.
Well, it is, in a way. And I'd have to lie to you if I told you my life's been particularly easy. Especially during the Mage Wars.
Yeah, I guess. Did you ever think of going elsewhere? Kalea, maybe? Finn and Mir? Why did you even leave Windwall?
That's a long story. And regarding your first question, yeah, I have thought about that. Collier especially. Marvellous place for scholars. But then Rondar Lacane came along and offered me this opportunity.
Makes sense.
Clac.
We should get moving.
Le Nexus.
Sure.
La cité perdue, mon gars. Oula.
Do you see that?
Can you hear us?
I'm sorry, but we don't understand.
Quaslan. Zaladar?
Punara Yuganza, Zawayetu Kwanlar, Zanju, Nomyan Kesnai, Zanladar?
Fascinating.
You speak their tongue?
A bit. I've never used it in an actual conversation, though. I still can't believe this is happening. We're talking to a living shaper.
Je pense que c'est un façonneur.
So you think this is actually the spirit of a shaper?
It's not a spirit, Tahar. This man, he's neither dead nor undead nor alive. It's almost something like an ethereal puppet string is keeping his life force in place. Not enough for him to die, yet not enough for him to be truly alive.
How long has he been like that? Do you know?
No. But the signature of this magic that's surrounding him is unlike anything I've seen before.
Ding, ding.
That's fascinating.
Well, not what I'd call it, but yeah, I guess.
So, what did he say?
I don't think he was talking to us. He's not even entirely aware of our presence. I think he's gone completely insane.
Interesting.
Well, he doesn't seem a threat. I suggest we keep on exploring first and maybe come back to him later. There's not much we can do for him now.
Feels strange to do that, but I guess you're right. We need to find that nexus first. Lead the way, Tahar.
Ok.
Undead. Lots of them. How did they get here?
They could be shapers, couldn't they?
Or Hibernians. Only because nobody in our era discovered Mullendeer doesn't mean they didn't. Remember that mage in the caves? I'll keep you shielded.
What's next?
Don't move!
Tiens. On les démonte, mon gars, les UD. Ah, ils sont sérieux là? Ils repopent à l'infini les bordels? Faut les tuer 2 fois, je crois, non? 2 fois d'affilée, il me semble. Et Minouche. Minouche.
Should get moving.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Whatever's necessary.
Ouais, ils ont repop, ouais. Bien ce que je me disais, il faut les buter 2 fois les bordels.
Can't focus.
Huh?
That way?
Je vais le laisser régène tranquille. Tac, changement de groupe d'action. Mon chat qui est vénère, mec.
Sounds like a plan.
Niehoff's hammer. Isn't this incredible? The buildings are almost still intact.
Hard to believe nobody ever found this place before. Right in the middle of Iskander.
Amazing. Simply amazing.
What?
The city. Did you notice the vegetation is quite different from where we came from?
Yes. And it's a lot warmer.
Il est au max.
And it's these canals that are responsible for it. They channel the underground rivers, warm the waters up with their city's technology and lead them all the way through the city. This way, the Valley of Mullendeer was and is always fertile. Eternal summer, so to speak.
That's interesting indeed. What's next? Now would you look at that?
Oh, c'est quoi ça? Maîtresse de la vie et de la mort. Artefact, objet de quête. Regarde, mec, hein. Ça doit être une autre quête que j'ai pas encore, tu vois.
Interesting.
Boum, je pourrais raise ici si je claque. Me téléporter ailleurs, tu vois.
Will do. Understood.
Un golem de feu, ça, non, en face. Ah ouais, d'accord, on peut rentrer dans le truc.
All right.
Yes?
Ah, il fait mal quand même, hein. Son dot fait mal en vrai.
You'll regret this.
Ouais, c'est bon, il est mort. Ah, peut-être ce heal quand même. C'est dommage qu'il n'y a pas un moyen de switch plus rapidement de groupe de sorts, tu vois. Pas de groupe d'action là. Quoi qu'attends, y à voir si je fais 2, 3. Ah non.
This way, right?
Sure.
Faudrait que je regarde, ça se trouve, tu vois, on peut faire ça autrement que de sélectionner ici là. LOL. C'est sérieux là ce qu'il nous a mis dans la bouche? Il est pas sérieux mec. Un truc de quête ça hein. Partie du corps du golem de feu. Ça c'est quoi? Il a perdu tous ses poils sur mon bureau, mec. Il a mué sur mon clavier, mon gars. Il a changé de peau.
Got it.
Sure.
Reliez les pierres divines. Vous avez conquis une deuxième pierre divine. Vous pouvez ouvrir un portail de téléportation entre vos pierres divines. Sélectionnez l'une de vos pierres et utilisez le bouton téléportation. D'accord. Pour me déplacer plus vite, quoi.
Another ghost.
Ah, yeah. Do you see that overgrown building? That's the Nexus. Nehof's hammer. It looks just like on the stone carvings.
Seems to be protected by some kind of barrier, though. How do we get past?
Chat qui saute sur mon radiateur, mon gars. Il a failli se friter, mec.
Maybe... Oh, yeah. The ghost. He might know something.
Worth a try, I suppose. Let's head back.
Blasted
Quel
armor.
guignol. Il est où son garde spectral là? Ah, c'était lui? Ok, donc il faut que je me TP là en fait. Pas de problème. Bah tu vois, j'aurais dû le buter en vrai, ça m'aurait évité de revenir en arrière. Ouais, j'ai les TP donc ça va.
Let's see.
Ok, donc c'est là normalement se téléporter. Back. Je le surveille parce qu'il est en crise, mec. Je sens que... Et après, je fais comment? Je peux sélectionner une autre pierre? Non? Ah ouais, comme ça, clac.
Let me see.
Non? J'ai pas compris alors comment on se téléporte. Faut qu'on m'explique. Peut-être je la sais. Ah bah si, ça y est.
What do we need?
All right, why not?
That way?
Well then, Iskrim, can you ask him about the barrier?
Yes.
Il est là, Anthony. En forme ou quoi, mec?
Zawa Yetu Van Yaras? Van Drax. Verzan Devlar.
Punara Yuganzva. Zawa Yetu Kanlar. Zanzvu Namyan Kesnai. Devlar.
Oh, I see.
So?
It's complicated, but I think I understand now.
He's part of a defense mechanism, so to speak. His soul is bound to the city in order to protect it. I think he wants to be free.
Il va falloir qu'on le démonte, mec. S'il est là.
If he's here to protect, why didn't he attack us?
Good question. Maybe the magic that controls him got weaker with the centuries.
Est-ce qu'il sait comment les
Does he know
façonneurs
how
ont
Shade has
péri?
died? That's one of the greatest mysteries on Io.
I asked him that, but he didn't react. I think he knows, but his mind isn't able to process my question. It's sad. There's this source of shaper knowledge, yet we cannot access it anymore.
Source of knowledge. That's a person you're talking to. Or was one. You know that, right?
I do. Doesn't make his existence less phenomenal.
And if we free him, will that banish the barrier?
Well, the problem is he's not alone. There are still 3 more of his kind here in Mullindir, and unless we free them all, it won't get us any closer to the Nexus.
Then we need to find them all. How do we free them?
Well, that's the thing. I might have misunderstood, but I think we need to fight and, well, kill him. It's the only way. Blazes, this is so ironic. Here we are, the first sentient beings to walk this city in millennia, and now...
Well, if we want to enter the Nexus, I doubt we have a choice. Also,
I know. It's what they want.
I'm sorry.
Ok, il est sérieux là? Genre il nous a stun direct. Allez, démonte-le mec.
Huh?
Oh, il a une sacrée armure. Hein.
Something revived him.
The Godstone. Imprint our rune on the Godstone. That might sever the connection.
here we go.
Il repop à l'infini ou quoi?
Now would you look at that?
What a waste.
Let's see what he has on him. Let's see.
Est-ce qu'il loot à l'infini? Ah non, éclat de rune.
A shard. Wait. Tahar, that rune Lacane gave you, could you show it to me?
Sure.
Fascinating. They look alike.
How is that possible?
Good question. I suggest we take a closer look at it later in the Nexus. Now come. I'd like to get this pointless butchering over with as soon as possible.
Ok, donc j'ai 4 gardes à buter comme ça normalement. Il y a 4 portails comme ça. Lui c'est le feu. Il prend rien mec. Tiens, ça t'as bien aimé ça.
Just give the word.
Yes?
2 more left.
See if they also have a shard in them.
Tac, un bâton. J'ai vu que j'ai drop une espèce d'armure là. Je sais pas si le nain... Oh non, le nain il veut rien comprendre mec. Chance de parade 20% celui-là. Réduit la vitesse d'attaque et de lancement des sorts de 20%. Ouais, c'est de la merde alors, j'ai un malus quand je le mets quoi. Je vais garder mon bouclier rond, mec.
Interesting.
Bâton de flamme dévorante. Potion de protection contre la magie feu. Ouh, j'ai un putain d'arc. J'ai un putain d'arc pour elle. Papa. Verse 100, mec.
Iskrim,
Hmm?
there's
Augmente de
something I've been
50%
wondering
les
about
dégâts
since we met.
infligés.
You are safe from the blood burn because you have a spark of magic in you. What about the rest of the dwarves? I've heard the orcs have been struck by it too.
To be honest, I don't know. I haven't been in Windwall for over a decade now.
How come?
Let's not go there. Not now.
Oh, sure, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Will do.
Passe par là, je crois.
All right, here goes nothing.
Boum. En fait, c'est le nain qui le démonte, les golems, avec la pioche. Ok, d'accord, il veut pas crever? Apparemment, il veut pas crever, mec. Inouche. Il doit planter des guets dans mon PC. Sérieux? Allez.
Now would you look at that?
Sounds like a plan. Get ready.
Elle est sérieux là? Tiens. Une bagouze. Ah merde, putain, j'ai oublié de... J'ai oublié de cliquer dans le truc direct. Sinon il reste à l'infini mon gars.
Plan.
Is this really necessary?
One more soul to save.
Voilà. Ok, lui il a rien drop. Et le dernier, il se trouve ici apparemment.
What's next? You'll regret this.
Ah ouais, il a invoqué des UD carrément, mec.
Look at that.
More fighting.
Yes.
Does this never end?
Mais non. Tu veux pas le niquer lui là plutôt? Vas-y. Ah ouais, parce que quand tu le tues, t'es immobilisé en fait. D'accord. C'est pour ça que j'ai pas réussi à cliquer dans le portail. Elle peut pas le soigner, elle? Apparemment, elle veut pas le soigner.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
La panique, mon gars. C'était la panique à bord, là. Nodashi. Arme à deux mains. 21-23. Je pense que je peux pas la mettre encore. J'ai pas assez de dextérité, il me semble.
Something shifted.
We should take a look at that barrier.
23-25. De toute façon, les moins bien.
Would you look at that? It worked.
I was half expecting the city to blow up in our faces.
Ok, donc j'ai dissipé la barrière.
Do you hear that?
Niehaus hammer.
Non, je suis sérieux, faut que je le nique lui.
Give the word.
LOL. Il est sérieux là? Oh, il est long son casque. Elle va nous soigner. Ah mais il se remet full live genre.
I can't focus. What's next?
Je devrais garder ma flèche de purge pour
Is this really necessary?
Help over here.
What's next?
Help, please.
Here we go.
Il nous a touché quand même mec. Voilà, bam. Vas-y, nique-le, nique-le.
Steel Guardian, it must have been. They were are
J'ai
one
failli
of the
claquer
many
quand même.
creatures the Shapers created to keep their cities safe.
Yeah, a giant walking armor with a bloody spiked club sure helped to ease their citizens' minds.
Potion de résurrection,
It's dead
artefact.
now, and the path is clear. Let's find out what's behind that door.
En fait, le talisman, faut que je le mette sur un corps à corps. Ah, en vrai, ça, je vais le mettre sur le nain. Pas des dégâts de flamme autour de lui. Et elle, il faut que je lui mette autre chose. Potion de soulagement. Ok, donc normalement je peux me casser d'ici.
Nexus or not, there's definitely an impressive energy radiating from behind that door. Kind of unsettling, to be honest. So, Tahar, do you want to go in?
Yes, just stay wary. We have no idea what to expect.
The stone doors fall shut behind you as you step through the overgrown arch, and you are met by an almost eerie silence.
Incredible. So, this is the Nexus?
The upper levels. We'll need to go further down to find the heart. Come. Huh?
Petit portail au calme.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
ready.
Ah ouais.
Moving.
Putain, on s'est fait stun au mauvais moment quoi.
Not happening. I can't focus.
Comment ça, elle peut pas focus? Ah, elle a pas assez de... D'accord. De concentration. Il n'avait pas assez de focus.
That way? All right, here goes nothing.
Voilà. Oh, je pensais que j'avais purgé son attaque. Toujours pas assez de concentration. J'avoue qu'elle remonte pas vite, hein. J'avoue que la concentration...
Sure.
Let's see.
Eh non, putain, je vais me barrer de là.
Yes? Sounds like a plan.
This way, right?
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear. None of their marvels
Non, là c'est la campagne, tu vois.
incredible amount of magical energy.
Là, c'est la campagne. La quête avant, là, où je détruis la base des orques, elle est finie. Et c'est fini, tu vois, le village a été sauvé. Donc là, j'avance dans l'histoire, en fait.
Well, blow me down with a feather. And here I thought this couldn't get any more impressive.
Then I'm guessing we got
Et
lucky.
je suis dans l'espèce de
This is the
cité
Nexus?
secrète, là, Moulandir, la cité perdue, voilà. Donc là, c'est le côté RPG plutôt, tu vois, que RTS. Bon, en fait, t'as les deux dans le jeu, tu vois, c'est ça, c'est mi-RTS, mi-RTS, mi-RPG.
and to build some of their most magnificent creations.
Et je crois que la campagne, tu peux le faire. Tu peux. Parce que là, c'est côté humain, mais je crois que tu peux faire. Après, je crois que tu peux faire côté horde, côté. Tu vois, tu peux changer. La orque. Je sais pas si elle est, si tu peux faire les elfes. Faudra que je regarde. Mais je sais que il y a la campagne côté orque aussi.
So this is also some kind of archive?
Well, not in the traditional sense. I doubt you'll find a lot of books here.
Huh. And where exactly does that energy they channel in here come from? What is it?
Well, that's one of the great Shaper mysteries. There's many theories and few facts. But the most likely one is that it draws from some kind of world essence, the same we mages use to cast magic.
If something like that exists, why have I never heard about it before?
As I said, it's just one of many theories. I might be completely mistaken.
I see. And what did they create? Just creatures?
Well, obviously just a few very select items, such as, I suppose, the runes we found. Only the most skilled of their craftsmen were allowed to work on that altar you see over there. Being Zaklar, a runesmith, was one of the most respected positions in Shaper society, and only those of the priest caste were even considered. I'm guessing that whatever miracle allowed them to create these ghost watchers outside was also manufactured here. But keep in mind that I'm just guessing.
Did you just say they used this place to communicate?
Yes. Apparently, some Shapers were able to communicate with each other by thought alone.
I've heard about that. But what does this nexus have to do with it?
Well, their telepathy wasn't an innate skill. It was something the higher castes learned through somehow joining their minds to that pillar. It was just one more reason why they were so superior. The elite of the Shapers, the highest castes, had no need for couriers or transcriptions. They were connected.
And you're sure that wasn't just a rumor? A lot of the scholars idealize the Shapers.
That might be true, but their telepathy is mentioned in many of the stone tablets, not just from the Shapers themselves, but also from the few races who dared to defy them. They almost describe them as demigods.
Well, that does sound useful.
And a little bit scary.
Either way, I suggest we take a look around, see what we can find.
Ils peuvent lire dans les pensées, genre.
Now would you look at that?
Nihav's hammer. Do you feel that?
Energy. Seems there's still some left.
Yeah. And what's that? Looks like some kind of anvil?
Could that be where the Shapers forged their creations?
Very likely so, yes. Wait. How about a little experiment? That strange rune Lacane gave you. Could I, borrow it for a moment?
What for?
As I said, a little experiment. These shards we found on the ghosts outside. I think I might be able to combine them with our rune.
Ces éclats que nous avons trouvés sur les fantômes lecteurs, je pense pouvoir les associer à notre rune. Vas-y, mec.
Alright. Go ahead.
Thank you. Wow, that's interesting.
What?
The runes. They look alike.
So, Lacane gave us a Shaper rune?
Might be, yeah.
He seemed to think it was a gift from Aeonir.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, I personally don't believe in Aenir handing out gifts to his followers, but as you can tell by the godstones all over the city, he played a role in the Shaper's faith too. So, technically, it could be both a Shaper rune and a gift from the Allfather.
Ça se trouve, le brûle-sang vient de là, quoi.
So, I suggest you take a look around in the meantime.
Sure. At least we'll be out of the blast radius then.
C'est lui qui les a contaminés, mec. Comment ça, il a quitté le groupe, putain. Ah ouais, il m'a dit d'explorer les... D'explorer les trucs. En forme ou quoi, la prod? Il m'a dit d'explorer genre le bordel pendant qu'il fait son incantation là, ça. Et y a rien à explorer, mec.
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
Understood.
Ok, bon, on va continuer d'explorer les salles d'avant. On va se faire déglinguer, mon gars. Ça va réveiller tout. Hein? Ah ouais, il y a 4 pièces, genre. C'est quoi ce truc? Il y a 4 nouveaux téléports.
Got it.
That way?
Coupure tous les 10 secondes.
Interesting.
Il te faut 6K bitrate, mec.
What's that?
Looks like a map of Fiara. A very old one.
Can that help us somehow?
I think so, yes. You see those markings? Glyphs. They look like someone carved them into the stone.
Can you make out what they say?
I've been trying, but...
Yes, yes, that's it. Over here.
Il est sérieux?
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled.
Isgrim?
Ah, there you are. I was right. It worked. Look.
I don't see anything.
Just take a look. Here, Tar.
LOL.
What the heck just happened? What did you do?
I don't know. The rune. It must have reacted to you somehow, Tahar.
Yes, but why? What did you do to it?
I joined it with the shards we found on the Ghost Watchers. I'm guessing that caused some kind of magical reaction when you, as the rune owner, touched it.
So we're bound to the city now.
No, of course not. But I think the rune got stronger. Still, I'll have to do more research on this. I can't help but feeling that these runes are an ocean and we've merely touched the surface.
Let's just hope there isn't a monster on the bottom.
Anyway, what now? We still haven't learned anything new about the Bloodburn or the song.
That's right, we haven't. But while I was working on the rune, a thought occurred to me. Remember how I told you that some of the higher caste shapers were able to communicate by thought alone, by telepathy?
Yes. They joined their minds with that pillar.
Exactly. Frankly, I believe that's exactly what the song is. Telepathy.
You mean we're hearing the thoughts of a shaper?
The shapers are extinct, so no. But it might be someone else using shaper magic or sort of mental echo. The memories of the dead.
Une sorte d'écho mental.
The song is telepathy. You mean, what we are hearing?
Isn't an actual sound, but a thought translated by your mind, yes. That explains why not everybody hears it, doesn't it?
Why do we then?
Probably because of our magical gifts. It makes sense, doesn't it?
So, somebody is talking in our heads. That's bizarre. I'm not sure what you mean by a mental echo.
Well, the Shapers left all kinds of traces, didn't they? And those specters we fought on the surface are proof that their magic is still prevalent. Also, we know they use telepathy to communicate, so who knows? Maybe this song is just a lost, forgotten thought that somehow made it through the millennia.
That's almost poetic.
Be that as it may, how does that get us any closer to finding a cure for the bloodburn?
Well, it does, because it tells us what has to be done next. Reactivate the Nexus.
Why?
Because it might allow us to do the same thing that the Shapers did. Join our minds to that pillar. We could connect to the collective subconscious of an extinct race, which then again could help us understand the song and its origin.
On pourrait nous connecter à l'inconscient collectif d'une race éteinte, ce qui pourrait donc nous aider à comprendre le chant de son origine. Cela semble intriguant, ça m'a l'air dangereux.
That sounds intriguing. How do we reactivate it, though?
Good question. But I believe those two pedestals have something to do with it. I'm pretty sure they're what used to be conjuring the energy of this place.
And they're empty. So we need to find whatever was in there, don't we? A power source.
Yeah. The only question is how.
I think I have an idea. Let's get back to that map. I think Iskrim should take a look at it. Here we go. What do you make of this, Iskrim?
A map of Old Fiara. By Nehalf, this is incredible.
Yes, but I was talking about those markings. They look as though they were added manually, don't they? I've started translating them already, but I'm stuck. Can you take a shot?
Let me see. Saganar Zavuladun. Stones of... Wait. You're right. The stones of the essence and their location.
Stones of the essence? So they are the power sources we're looking for.
They must be, yes.
But why would someone hide the stones and then mark their location?
Who says someone hid them? Maybe they were just brought somewhere else. It's common knowledge that the last years of the Shapers were chaotic, and they might have had a good reason to abandon this nexus.
Then maybe it's not a good idea to bring them back, don't you think?
Well, the thing is, without the stones, we're stuck. We need this place up and running to understand the song. Even if my theory about it being telepathy is wrong, without power, we can't access the archive neither.
Then we need to find them.
Absolutely. And I suggest we start right away with...
Hold your horses. We're not getting these stones anytime soon.
Why?
Because if that map is anywhere near accurate, one of those stones is located in what's now Aeonir's Blade. No point going in there without an army.
The Iron Falcons. Right.
Iron Falcons?
You don't know? Well, probably not that surprising. Nowadays there are people who even take them for a myth. The Iron Falcons are an order that is protecting the tomb of Foil Dark. They're fighting the world's end, so to speak. What about the other marking, Iria? Maybe...
Ce n'est pas tellement surprenant. De nos jours, certaines personnes pensent même qu'ils sont un mythe. Les faucons de fer sont un ordre qui protège la tombe des fiales.
Hold on.
Comment il connaît tout ça, le nain, là?
The ancient evil?
Yeah, them. According to the lore, the Guardians locked them in this tomb. But the seal has gotten weaker as time went by, so for over 800 years, the Iron Falcons have been protecting it. I'm surprised you know so little of your own country's lore, Tahar.
Well, my father was never interested in old myths.
Well, the Fieldar aren't a myth. Not at all. If it weren't for the Falcons, Fiara would be history by now. That's not to say they're a likable bunch. Word has it that they're fanatically religious, self-righteous pricks. But I guess living in the desert with only skeletons to keep you company does that to you.
What about the other marking?
That one's even worse. This land where the marking points to doesn't even exist anymore. It's right in the Black Sea.
Damn it, you're right. But, that doesn't necessarily mean that this island doesn't exist anymore, does it? Maybe the cartographers of our era simply haven't discovered it yet. We could build a ship, right? Sail there and find out.
Yeah, maybe. But again, for that we need support. Someone who can provide us with influence, money, and at least some troops against whatever we'll face there. Not to mention the fact, Tahar, that your former general has probably already sent his dogs on us.
Ideas?
What about that village mayor, Clara Farland? Didn't she tell us something about certain friends she has?
Ah, il faut que je retourne au village.
And there was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, though I still don't think this is a good idea. How about the Morhair elves? You told me they're investigating the Bloodburn too, didn't you?
All right. It might be worth a try.
Well then, sounds like we have plenty of options, doesn't it? Where do we start?
Ah putain, les elfes. Ou Clara machin. Je pense les elfes. Que j'ai épargné.
We should try our luck with the elves first. They know about the Bloodburn. Iria, do you know the way to Leafshade?
Yeah, it's a 6-day journey. Less if we find ourselves horses.
Good. Then let's rest some more and get prepared.
LOL.
So, this'll be our base, won't it?
I guess so. Yes.
Nihalf's hammer. How about a tad more enthusiasm? We're in the ancient city of the Shapers. If anything, we should feel honored.
Well, let's just hope the city's defenses work better for us than they did for them.
I'll take care of that. Above all, we need allies.
We'll find them.
Vous avez découvert Moulandir, la cité sacrée des façonneurs et votre base d'opération. Ok. Pendant votre voyage, vous rencontrerez des personnes et découvrirez des factions qui pourront vous rejoindre dans votre lutte contre le brûle-sang. Toutes établiront leur camp à Moulandir ou dans le Nexus. Alors, assurez-vous d'aller parler avec vos différents alliés de temps à autre. Tous auront certainement des choses intéressantes à vous raconter, et tout particulièrement vos compagnons. Et certains pourront proposer différents objets ou améliorations pour vos armées. Ok, donc il faut que je réunisse tout le monde, quoi, en fait. Les factions. Ah, puis je suis tout seul en plus. Holy crap. Trouver des alvés elfes, ok. Ça peut être pas mal ça. Mais je vais déjà augmenter ses PV.
Yes?
Putain, mais je sais pas, ils sont où les elfes? Trouver des alliés elfes.
Will do. Understood.
Je vais juste me faire éclater, mec.
Got it. Will do.
Je vais re-rentrer dedans, tu vas voir. Je sais pas si... Ça me paraît compliqué là, tout seul. Le moindre groupe va me démonter, mec. Pourquoi ils m'ont sorti du Nexus s'il faut que je rentre dedans pour parler à Iria? Je suis où? D'accord, je suis Keblo dans le truc.
What's next?
Ah ouais, il est là. Il était caché derrière la pierre.
Got it.
Pourquoi ils m'ont sorti de la salle s'il faut que je re-rentre dedans, tu vois, pour lui parler, c'est chelou quand même.
So, this is it, isn't it?
So it seems.
An ancient shaper city on a quest to find a cure for the blood burn. Sounds crazy if you say it like that. Just some weeks ago, I thought I'd be in Greyfell now, trying to make a fresh start as an innkeep.
Innkeep? You?
Ah, il fallait bien que je revienne en vrai.
What's wrong with some honest work after years of defiling on the road? Getting up early in the morning, setting the tables, serving mulled wine and stew to tired, weary souls. Just a simple, honest life.
So, you'd leave it all behind? The adventuring?
You know. People always act as if these decisions are final. The only way to find out how much I'd like that kind of life is by taking a chance, isn't it? And if one day I wake up and find myself in need of a change, I can still pack up my things and hit the road again. Upsides of elven blood. There's plenty of time.
J'espère que tu ne te sens pas obligé de rester. Quoi qu'il en soit, ça me fait plaisir que tu sois là avec moi.
For what it's worth, I enjoy your company.
Sure you do. Who else would patch you up after the next monumental battle? Anyway, talk later, shall we? I'm sure you've got battles to prepare.
Ok.
Let's see.
Poursuivre la quête principale.
Corporal? Need anything?
Could you tell me a bit more about your homeland? Finir?
Well, it's not my homeland anymore, but yeah.
Ok, faut que j'aille chercher le nain, je pense. Comment la culture humaine est-elle différente de la culture elfique?
How is human culture different from elven culture?
I assume you mean Nortander from Finir? There isn't one elven culture, as little as there's just the humans. Generally spoken, though, I wouldn't say they're too different. Especially not compared to the orcs. Life is a lot slower, mainly due to our lifespan, and elves are even more defined by tradition than humans. They revere nature and value tradition and rules above all else, and they are extremely aware of what they say, how they say it, and to whom. Which also makes it very easy to offend an elf. I'm an exception in that regard, but that was something my vagrant years taught me. But then again, not all elves are like that. There are some who care as little about Ellen the White Tree and the traditions as a troll cares about his morning toilet.
What role does magic play among elves?
It's everywhere. Magic is considered a gift of Ellen, and it defines your standing in every possible way. We may have talked about that already, but the whole council who runs the country is made up of mages, which is why the Purity will have a hard time finding followers in Finir, should they ever be naive enough to try.
I doubt that will ever happen. Elves have a very long lifespan. What's it like to live for so long?
Hard to say, since I don't know what a human body feels like. As an elf, you simply take it for granted. When I first realized how short a human life is during my travels, I was baffled. I've been on this world for 39 years now, and in the elven world, I'm hardly considered an adult. Here, I'd have delivered my 7th child by now. It's strange. That's the best way to describe it. But you know what I eventually came to realize?
Tell me.
That age doesn't necessarily make you wiser. I've talked to 30-year-old humans who understood more of the world than the ancient seers of Finir. It's all about experiences.
Interesting. There was something else I wanted to ask.
Sure. What?
You never told me why you fled Finir.
Oh, well, that's a long story. One I'd rather not discuss now, if you don't mind.
All right. Then maybe another time.
Yes, maybe.
Ok, donc on va parler au nain. Au nain de jardin. J'avais même pas appris ce TP.
Understood.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear. None of their marvels would have been possible without an incredible amount of magical energy. According to Iskrim, this is it. The heart of the...
Now,
Tahar. How nice of you to come by.
made yourself comfortable?
Comfortable? Believe me, being comfortable is the last thing on my mind right now. Just look at this place. A Shaper city. Don't you feel it too? This sense of divinity?
Tu as l'air d'être enthousiasmé d'être ici.
You seem to be quite excited to be here.
Why, of course I am. Tahar, I'm not sure if you understand how much this means to me. The forgotten city of Mullendir, the heritage of the Shapers. Since my childhood days, I've dreamed of this. I suppose what I'm trying to say is...
Ah, lui, il kiffe être dans cette grotte chelou, mec.
Make this dream come true.
Well, I'm glad you like it. But don't forget that we're here for a reason.
I won't. Don't you worry. Anything else I can help you with? If not, I'd like to take another look at that rune Lacane gave us. It's at least as amazing as this place.
Je peux poursuivre la quête principale.
That armor you're wearing looks quite special. Is it from Windwall?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's from Windwall. I forged it myself. Why do you ask?
Well, our smiths might be able to forge you a better one. It looks quite worn.
What? No. No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not?
It means something to me. But if it's my protection you're worried about, I can do some work on it myself. You'd have to cover the expenses, though. I'm a bit short on material these days.
Fair enough. I'll let you know if I have some resources to spare.
T'es sérieux?
Yeah, do you need something? I'm a tad busy.
Ouais, tu as rencontré Lacane, que penses-tu du prophète?
There's something I've been wondering about. How did your cooperation with the Harbinger begin?
Well, that was simple. I was in Everlight at the time, on request of the nobleman. He'd hired me to do some work on an artifact collection of his. One night, a courier contacted me and gave me a letter. The message outlined the mission and the pay, even though the latter was almost irrelevant to me once I realized what it was that Lacane wanted me to find.
Mullendir.
Yeah, you know the rest of the story.
What are your thoughts on the Harbinger, Rondar Lacane?
Well, he's my employer. Without him, I wouldn't be on this mission. Or, what do you mean?
I was trying to say, how do you feel about what he stands for? The purity of light, Aenir's return.
Oh, that. I'm not certain I have an opinion on these matters.
All right then.
Il s'en bat les couilles de savoir pour qui il travaille, lui, mec. T'as sorti le VPN ou quoi? Problème de peering?
For some obscure reason, only very few scholars take interest in the Shaper or the Hibernian culture, even though there is so much to be found. It's a shame.
Pour une raison obscure, seuls quelques savants s'intéressent aux façonneurs ou à la culture ibérienne. Comment expliques-tu ce manque d'intérêt? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à prouver?
Like what? What is there to be found?
What? You mean apart from monumental steel constructs?
Ghost warriors.
Ouais, c'est ça pendant les heures de
A lot. But that's another topic.
20h, 0h, c'est le...
Well, what do you think? Ignorance.
Il n'y a plus assez de bandes passantes, mec, vers les services américains.
We're all terribly bad at learning from the past.
Genre Twitch, YouTube. J'avoue, mec.
Not just riches, but the technology, wisdom, and ancient secrets. But no, for some reason, the people with the coin just don't care. The only ones who even try to access this treasure are incompetent amateur treasure hunters, who usually get their heads chopped off by the first defense mechanism they walk into.
Je comprends pas pourquoi les opérateurs ils proposent pas une option, tu vois, au lieu de nous emmerder. Une option pour les services spéciaux comme ça, tu vois. YouTube, Twitch, je sais pas, tu payes 5 €, tu vois, par mois. Et t'as pas de problème de peering. Au lieu de camper sur leur offre unique là, au final t'es baisé. En forme ou quoi, Alan One? Bah, je crois que c'est pareil en fait, hein, sur tous les opérateurs, tu vois. Quand le réseau il est saturé, tu vois comment? Même Orange, mec. Fouiller le passé, ça sert à rien. C'est ça le problème, tu vois.
It's a pity.
Well, I suppose that answers your question. The life of an archaeologist.
Ah ouais, si, je me rappelle, ouais. Les Marvel Heroes, ouais, les codes.
Well, if all the sacrifices I've made were worth
Les packs avec les héros avant qu'ils sortent. Ouais. Bah ouais, j'ai vu. J'ai vu que Disney avait décidé de stopper, quoi. Disney, mec. C'est pas la première fois hein, qu'ils niquent. De toute façon, dès que Disney rachète quelque chose, en général, ça capote après, mec.
Alright, sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No sweat, Tahar. It's fine.
Ils sont maudits.
Found out anything new about the rune?
Well, so far, all I can say is that what Lacane has given you is indeed a Shaper artifact, as we suspected. Now, I would write all this purity talk of the rune being a gift of Aenir off as religious nonsense if it weren't for the fact that the rune's energy actually interacts with the Godstones, shrines of Aenir.
Which means that the Shapers and Aenir are somehow connected.
Somehow, yes. And I'll find out how.
Ah ouais, les exclus Marvel sur Netflix. Ouais. Ouais, j'avoue que... Moi, je pense qu'ils veulent... Ils veulent faire une plateforme comme Netflix, en fait, Disney. Tu vois comment? Et à mon avis, ils veulent niquer Netflix, mec. Ok, donc maintenant il faut que je continue la quête principale, mais je sais pas c'est où. faut que je trouve les elfes. En vrai, je crois qu'il faut que je voyage comme ça, hein, YOLO. Ouais, plateforme streaming avec les... Ouais, tu vois, c'est... Après, à voir comment ils vont gérer le truc, tu vois.
Understood.
Parce qu'il me semble que Netflix, ils ont quand même un système assez spécial, tu vois. Ils mettent...
Will do.
Ils mettent leur serveur... bah, ils mettent leur boîtier chez les opérateurs, tu vois comment? Ils ont un serveur en fait qui compresse, ils ont une technologie pour compresser le flux vidéo. Et justement pour que ça soit desservi même sur... même avec de la DSL tout pourri à 2 mégas, tu vois, c'est propre, tu vois comment? Donc c'est un projet assez gigantesque, à voir comment ils vont faire, tu vois, parce que si c'est juste... si c'est juste le mettre sur internet, tu vois, en stream sans le même système que Netflix, c'est pas sûr que ça marche bien à l'international, tu vois comment? Après, ça dépend des pays, hein, mais c'est vrai que par exemple pour la France, qui est vraiment... qui est quand même à la traîne, tu vois, par rapport à certains pays européens comme la Finlande, la Suède, l'Allemagne, la Norvège, les pays nordiques plutôt. Et nous, ça peut être le sida, tu vois le truc. Mais faut voir, tu vois. Et j'avoue que ce qui fait la force de Netflix, c'est sa technologie là surtout là. Le fait qu'ils mettent leur propre matériel, tu vois, chez les opérateurs qui l'installent. C'est ça qui permet d'avoir la qualité maximale avec des infrastructures, avec des petites infrastructures, tu vois, ça passe partout quoi. Mais bon, après Disney ils ont les moyens, tu vois, mais je sais pas, on verra. On verra, mec. Mais bon, pour l'instant, t'as vu quand même tout ce qu'ils entreprennent, c'est un peu cancer, hein, à part leur dessin animé pour enfants. Ils ont trop la dalle, mec. La NASA. Ils ont la NASA. Bah la NASA, c'est Disney qui a créé, mec. Si t'es pas au courant, mon gars, c'est Disney qui a créé la NASA. Je déconne pas, hein, c'est le créateur de Disney, tu vois, c'est lui qui a fondé la NASA, quoi. C'est pour ça qu'il y a des thèses complotistes du genre où ils disent... T'avais des trucs où ils disaient les vidéos sur la Lune, c'est du... c'est Hollywood, tu vois comment? Mais c'est vrai, hein, c'est Disney qui... C'est comme ça, mec. Je sais même pas comment se TP du truc. Eh bah écoute, bonne soirée, mon gars. Bonne soirée, mec. Merci d'être passé. Mais c'est vrai que... ouais. C'est vrai que Disney, c'est pas ouf, hein, dans le... C'est pas ouf comme délire. Putain, je sais même pas comment se TP du truc. Ouais, ce bordel. À bientôt, mec. Ouais, bah c'est vrai que Marvel... Après, je t'avoue que je suis pas fada de Marvel. Mais même Star Wars, bah en même temps, même Star Wars, j'aime pas trop. C'est vrai que c'est des trucs très populaires, tu vois. De toute façon, c'est très difficile de reprendre des œuvres qui ont été créées par d'autres. Quand le créateur, il laisse tomber. Peut-être faut que j'appuie, j'ouvre la map peut-être pour changer de ville. Non. Il était... Le mob s'est barré, mec. Je sais même pas comment on ouvre la map. Attends. Options. Commande. Voilà, si je clique, tu vois, je peux me téléporter sur un autre portail, mais... Je vois pas comment on dézoome sur les maps.
Yes.
Je peux pas le faire en vrai, faut que je me casse de là. Ouais, tu peux pas en fait. Tu peux pas te téléporter d'une ville à l'autre. Tu peux te téléporter de portail en portail sur la même map, mais pas d'une ville à l'autre.
What's next?
What's next? Ok, donc là par contre... Il y a moyen de me TP là, non? Ok, il a cavalé comme un... En vrai, là, j'aurais pu me téléporter ici directement. Pas grave, je vais prendre le portail là.
Yes. Let's see. Now would you look at that? Got it.
Ça me dit que c'est au fond, mais pas au fond.
Interesting. What do we need?
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled.
Et là, il y a que le nain, mec. Je capte pas, tu vois. Je vois pas comment on se casse de là en vrai. Bon, ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais aller me casser le ventre. Et je vais trouver la solution plus tard. Ils m'ont saoulé là, je suis Keblo dans le Nexus, mec. Bon, je vous dis bon appétit. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure.